Hello, hello. I figured I'd do a companion video to go along with the top 25 back issues list. I think if you're an OCD-ass collector like me and you're interested in any of the issues in the list, then you'd be interested in these issues. Okay. And they're associated with the character and some of the issues on the list. Okay, and in the interest of time, let's get right into it. Thor 345, the first appearance of Malekith, the Dark Elf Lord. His first actual appearance is in 344, so the next issue is 345, and this is his first cover appearance. The first appearance of Crossbones is in Cap 360, which I showed you. Well, his first actual lurking in the shadows, cameo, one-panel appearance is in 359. And also his first cover appearance is in Captain America 362. Now, the first appearance of Apocalypse is in X Factor number 6. Well, his first actual cameo, last panel appearance is in X Factor number 5, so it's definitely worth being on the lookout for. I showed you Harbinger number 1. That's the first overall appearance of the kids of Harbinger, as they're affectionately known. Well, this is the first appearance of the Harbinger Foundation, plus you have a first appearance of the main bad guy, Toyo Harada. The main, and I don't know if you want to call him a bad guy. I think he's more of an antagonist than anything else. So I'll waste about a minute worth of video time in showing you. Okay, now here's the actual first appearance of the Harbinger Foundation. Now this predates Harbinger number 1. Plus, where are you? Oy Veasmir. There you go. Japanese businessman Toyo Harada. He's just as cool as he is here. Just as cool in this series as he is in the new series. Focus. Alright. Okay. Now, New X-Men 128 is the first appearance of Phantom X. Well, the first cover appearance is the next issue in 129. I think if you're at all interested in the Vengeance of Bane, then I think you might be interested in the Vengeance of Bane 2. This is the book that comes about 2 years after that one. So, And I see it's kind of spiking in price a little bit, so if you see it at a comic book store, I'd say get it. Why not? Marvel Premiere number 48. Now, number 47 is, of course, the first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man. Well, I think you'd be interested in this one because this one is this issue number 48 is kind of increasing in value too. So, and the actual first appearance of Scott Lang is in Avengers 181. I showed off Daredevil number 111. Now, who is the first? That's the first appearance of the Silver Samurai, who's going to be the main bad guy in the Wolverine movie. Yada yada yada. Well, the first time that Wolverine and the Silver Samurai, I think, actually fight. I think they might have known of each other beforehand, but the first time you actually see them fight in a comic book is in Wolverine number 2. This is the 1988 series. Not the Frank Miller 1982 series, so I have to distinguish those two. Okay, now I showed off Hulk 271 in Marvel Premiere number 7, the first appearances of the Rocket Raccoon. Well, here's the series from, I think if you're interested in those issues and you want to have early appearances, well, this is from 1986 and this is Rocket Raccoon number 1 through 4, and it ran in a 4-issue limited series. I think it's something. I think, and I see these kind of like I see the price fluctuating a lot. You know, sometimes it'll be worth this. Sometimes this will be the whole series will be like $20, and or sometimes it'll be like a single issue will be like worth, I don't know, like $3 or something like that. So if you can get it cheap, definitely. All right, what else do we have here? We have some Guardians of the Galaxy goodness. That's what we have. Marvel Premiere number 18, first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, the second appearance is in Marvel 2-in-1 number 5. And you have the first actual solo storyline of the original Guardians of the Galaxy group. This is in Marvel Presents number 3. And it runs from Marvel Presents number 3 all the way to number 12. And something from 1990, I guess their first actual title, The Guardians of the Galaxy. So, and this one's super cheap as well. I think you can find this for a few bucks. I think it's worth picking up if you see it. Now, we have a whole lot of Thanos goodness going on here right now. Here's Avengers 125. Now, this is the first time, I believe this is the first time you see Thanos in an Avengers title, in an Avengers book. So, and this book is pretty popular as well, too. Logan's Run number 6. You have the first actual solo Thanos story. And I'll even show you. You have I have a duplicate copy. You have all this. You have all this nonsense you don't care about. I mean, the art's pretty good. Yeah. Decent art. Too bad the subject matter's crappy. And then you go all the way to the back of the book, and here you go. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. In this book, I remember seeing this at a convention, and like everybody was like kind of clamoring for this, so I decided to pick it up. All right, now here is and I also showed you Captain Marvel 25 through 33, and that's the very first Thanos Saga. All right. And that was, I think, in 1972. Now, this is what I believe 1976 or 1977. Okay? Now, you have Warlock, number 9 through 15. Now, I don't have 12 through 14 yet. But this is the second Thanos saga, okay? And you also have what I believe is the origin of Thanos, and you have a really dope-ass cover right here. So I would say, let's see, Warlock number 9 through 15. So definitely, if you hit up a comic book shop, look for these issues, all right? And concluding this Thanos saga, now it runs from these issues, and it continues into Avengers Annual number 7, okay? You see? Yeah, there he is right there. Am I focused? All right. And it concludes in Marvel 2-in-1 Annual number 2, okay? This is where it concludes. Now, these books are, I would say, especially number 10 and maybe number 15 are getting really popular, okay? And these are already super popular. This one, a near mint copy, is about in the $60 range, all right? And Avengers Annual number 7, I think it's on par with it, but not quite. So I still think you can get it really cheap. Even this one too. I think you can get a very fine copy in maybe for actually around maybe the $20 range, I think. So I guess it's all discretion, and I think they reprinted this story a lot of times, so no big deal. Now the thing about this, this is the last appearance of Thanos for 13 years. He doesn't appear again until this is 1977. It says so on the cover. This is 1977. he doesn't appear again until 1990. So you do not see Thanos at all in any Marvel issue during the 80s, okay? And he reappears in the Silver Surfer number 34, so in 1990, and the Thanos Quest. Now this is from 1990 as well, so this is after the Silver Surfer. And here is now these books are really, really popular too. I was lucky enough to get first prints of these, so I think even if you see second prints look exactly like the first prints. Okay, so don't sweat it. Now I showed you these. If you're interested in them, go grab them. And if I missed any kind of, if I missed an issue or something pertaining to anything on the top 25 list, definitely let me know. Alrighty, thanks for watching.